Why is our world so difficult to live in? Well, there's several reasons, but one of the big ones is that it's totally manipulated. The world we live in is more like a gigantic thought than a machine. We react to what we're told is there without looking for ourselves. If we really look, we'll see something quite different. It is so important to see for yourself. If you see for yourself and respond to what you see, life becomes very much easier. You can navigate your way through the seeming difficulties with much greater ease, because most of the difficulties are seeming difficulties. We're so manipulated by outside influences. Nowadays, we're stuck, literally, to a screen, and our entire reality comes through that screen. And who's creating the reality, the picture that's coming through the screen? Well, it's someone from somewhere, for some reason. And that reason is not your good and your well-being. It's theirs. Now we have to take charge of what we see, of what we perceive. We have to see what's actually there to escape this manipulation that we're suffering from all the time. It might seem hugely difficult to separate ourselves from the screen. But it's like in the days when people smoked a lot. Giving up was such a difficulty because there's an addiction. It's the problem with all drugs, is the addiction. Well, that's not the only problem with drugs, but that's the difficulty in getting free of them, and getting free of the illusion created by the drugs. And the electronic drugs are no different. They distort your reality. They wreck your life. You no longer live your own life. You live in the euphoria and depression and next fix of your drug. And that's how we live, with the devices. Reality hasn't changed, just our picture of it. And that's why we live in this world, which is a gigantic thought and not a machine. And it is a thought, if you go into the fundamentals of it, into how our concepts form the energy into something solid. And we all now know that everything is energy. So what we come across is just thought-formed energy. And whose thought is it? Is it yours? Step back a while and look. We have been got hold of through the devices. Our mind has been got hold of through the devices. Still your mind. Drop the devices, except for practical use. Still your mind, and see what you can see then. Once you've got into that, you'll be amazed that you're addicted to the screen and all the destruction that comes with it. We've been manipulated in all sorts of ways through the ages. Before people could read, or even were allowed to read, the priests and the town crier told you what was happening. And it went on to the printing press and the newspapers and the TV and now the internet. There's somebody on the other side of that making your reality. But if you just stop and look, you'll see what reality is. Reality is always presented to you through these mediums as out of control, and you need the help of the authority figures. But to look for yourself, you can dismiss the authority figures. You can turn within and access your own real power, the life source within you, and you find out how powerful that is. Everything is done to distract you from developing any power for yourself. Still your mind. Find a way to still your mind, and then look at life. You'll find you have enormous power and the possibility of great happiness, joy, bliss, and clarity. Still your mind, and all those things will be yours.